Hi y'all, welcome to Bam Glam DIY. So today I'll be showing you how to make volumizing shampoo and shine shampoo. So many times you see shampoos written on the body volumizing. Instantly add volume to your hair and add shine to your hair. There are actually some components that are being added to those shampoo formulas that actually makes them to be able to offer such benefits to your hair. I know you'll be wondering, what is this volumizing shampoo? Volumizing shampoo, it actually benefits those who suffer from thinning hair or hair thinning. It gives them this fullness and thickness after using that shampoo to wash their hair. It's actually complete when you must have washed your hair with the shampoo, conditioned your hair, and probably applied a hair cream or a hair mask or so. The shampoo helps to add volume to your hair. And how does it do that? I know you'll be wondering, is it possible for hair shampoos to do that? Of course, there are actually volumizing shampoos out there. A whole lot of brands. If you see them written on their body, volume or add shine to their hair, add shine to your hair. And how does it do that? It does that by adding space, creating kind of a greater space between your hair strands. And by so doing, you see your hair looking fuller than how it was looking before you got to the salon to probably wash your hair. So in this video, we'll be making this very beautiful looking, luxury looking shampoo. And we are going to be making this shampoo by adding this treatment to this shampoo that can offer you these qualities. So if you are a company out there or you are just starting your hair brand business and you want to make a volumizing shampoo, just stay tuned and don't go anywhere. You will learn a lot from this video. I'll go into details to explain even the usage rates of everything that we are going to use. These are examples of some brands out there. I mentioned them. They are normally write on the body volume, healthy volume with pro vitamin B5. We're going to make use of some of these components to achieve it. Welcome back to my channel. For making this volumizing and shine shampoo, this is the recipe on the screen, and you can take a very beautiful screenshot of it so that you can have it stored in your gallery whenever you want to use it. We'll be making use of two different types of foaming agents, two different types of surfactants, two different types of detergents, all at the same time. We're making use of SLES, which is sodium lauryl ether sulfate, and then the one that is amber colored in a bottle is called cocoamide. It acts as a foaming booster, and it also helps to thicken your product. It also acts as a liquid thickener. So this is the SLES N70. That's what I'm using. It is normally known as Texapon. So many persons call it Texapon gel. So please bear in mind, this is not homemade Texapon. This is a factory made normal sodium lauryl ether sulfate. Now, why am I adding salt to it? You need to add salt to it and combine it very well. This way, it will help you to be able to hydrate quickly and dissolve quickly, rapidly, whenever you introduce water into it. It is very difficult to dissolve Texapon gel, especially if you just add water to it, immediately you buy it. It takes a very long time. Or if you don't have something like a hand mixer or a hand blender, you may experience a lot of difficulties with it. So, but if you introduce some salt to the Texapon gel, it makes it a little bit dissolvable, a little bit more easy to rapidly dissolve and hydrate easily immediately you introduce water to it. So after adding the salt into it, please make sure you mix it very well so that both of them can actually combine very well. Now, let's get to the water part. You need to make sure you're using a very beautiful, neat water, clean water. You can boil your tap water, cool it down, filter it, and make use of it. You can make use of your distilled water. You can make use of your packet water, the one you buy that are in jars. Now, you're going to be adding EDTA to it. EDTA, what does it bring to the table? It actually acts like a stabilizer in product. You see it in beauty creams, liquid detergent, even in bar soaps. EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, it helps to stabilize the product. It acts as a chelator. That's why I'm using it in this product, thereby softening the water. So if somebody buys your product and the person has hard water, the person will not have any issue of, oh, the product I bought from you doesn't lather. The EDTA in the product will help to bind with the calcium and magnesium ions in the person's water, thereby allowing your foaming agent, which is the SLES and the cocoamide, to work perfectly. So nobody will complain to you, oh, it's not foaming, or you will not have issues of your products wearing out, the color changing, the fragrance not being stable. Everything about stability in the product can be assured if you add in some stabilizers to it. EDTA is one of them. There is also another one they call sodium phytate. You can also make some other researches to see what you can use. If you're a big brand or a big company and you want to also try out this shampoo, you can also buy. Your company should be able to afford other types of stabilizers to help stabilize the product. And when you are done, you now take out some part of the water you've already introduced your EDTA into your Texapon gel and now mix perfectly. I told you, if you add salt to your Texapon gel before mixing, it will help it to be able to dissolve quickly. Now you see that it just took me a very short while to be able to hydrate it and dissolve it perfectly. Once I'm done dissolving the Texapon gel the way I'm doing on the screen, I'll just set it aside, then we can continue with the production. Right now, at least the first stage is gone, whereby we have prepared our first foaming agent, our first surfactant. Now let's continue. To the other portion of the water, we need to add in all our water soluble components into it. I'll be outlining the uses and why we are adding it. Glycerin, for instance. What does the glycerin do to your shampoo or to your body creams? It just adds moisturizing effect. It draws moisture from the atmosphere to make the hair soft and moist while the person is washing it. It is normally found in body creams and shower gels too. Now, this is called hydrolyzed wheat protein. I think I've seen some in powdered form, but where I get mine from is normally in liquid form. It is normally written on the product as contains peptides. Peptides is the same things as proteins. You understand? So these hydrolyzed proteins, wheat proteins, what they do is it thickens the hair and then it adds volume to your thinning hair, adding shine and manageability and repair your damaged hair. Wheat protein specifically offers this benefit to your hair. There is a whole lot of products out there that writes volume, fullness, instant fullness, shines with provitamin B5 on it. And what does it do to the hair? It takes your hair from this before to the after. The after looks fuller and more luxurious and more thicker than the before. This is what volumizing shampoo offers to your hair. So wheat protein in particular, the one that is hydrolyzed, it's easy for your hair strands to assimilate it, and then it now creates some greater space between your hair strands, making it give you that volume look and that thickness look that you actually deserve and you want. So what I was holding in my hand is sodium benzoate, which is my preservative. It's in powdered form. I'm going to dissolve it and set aside. Combining more than one preservative in your hair product or in your product is better, so that you can actually improve your shelf life. There is a whole lot of preservatives for living hair products out there. You can make more researches and even combine up to 2 of it to be able to improve the quality of your products. I've been talking about the shine. Vitamin B5, D-panthenol. D means the dextrorotatory panthenol. The usage rate is between 0.5% to 1% in hair shampoos. It can also be used in even skincare products. It gives you that glossy effect you see on hair, looking very glossy, healthy. Is as a result of B5 in it. B5 means V. You see some products on the body, they write V in Roman numerals. It means that it contains vitamin B5. In fact, most ladies, when they go to the market, if it does not contain provitamin B5, they are not even picking it. It is a very necessary component. It's a very necessary hair treatment agent if you are dealing with hair shampoos. It will bring out that glossiness, that shyness. There is nobody that wants to wash their hair, and after washing their hair will still be looking faded. People want, if they use your shampoo to make their hair, there should be to wash their hair, there should be a difference before and after. These are marketable attributes and functions that big brands utilize it very well to market their products to their consumers. Even showing them pictures for them to even believe, and videos for them to even see what this product can even do to their hair. And before one person uses it, you'll find out that almost everybody within that vicinity is actually making use of that product. There is nothing better than making a very beautiful and fabulous product. Please make more research if you are making your product. For the fragrance, please feel free to use the one you have. I'm just combining some set of fruit fragrances that I have to be able to give it a fruity smell, because I want it to smell lovely when the person is making use of it to wash their hair. So I combined a whole lot of fragrance in a little quantity. None of them is even more than 0.4 mils, and then putting them all together should not exceed 3 grams. So once you are done mixing all your water soluble components, you now start adding your foaming agents. I first added the Texapon gel that we have diluted before. I went in with my preservative, which I use sodium benzoate. Some persons may use phenoxyethanol, some persons may use liquid Germa Plus, some persons may also use potassium sorbate, etc., or even methyl paraben as their preservative. Some companies may even combine them to be able to boost their shelf life and also help to stabilize their products. Now, after adding it, you can see it is now watery. It is actually very, very liquid. Now, let's thicken it with our foaming booster. The foam booster I'm making use of is cocoa amide. This cocoa amide helps to boost the foaming ability. It also helps to clean and pull out oils from the hair. You understand? So we're going to make use of 50 grams of it, and after adding it, you will notice that your texture has actually improved from what it was before. Cocoa amide is present in this formula as the secondary surfactant, which is the secondary foaming agent, and then it is also a foam booster on its own, which means it helps to increase foaming ability when the person is actually using it to wash his or her hair. It also cleanses very well. It removes oil stains and even dirt. You mostly see it in formulas that has to do with skincare products and hair care products. It is very mild and gentle and does not give any negative effect when being used properly in your formula. Now let's adjust our thickness. We are going to be adjusting due to the foaming agents we used and the surfactants we used. Both of them can actually be adjusted with the presence of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride salt. Please, I'm making use of sodium chloride, so you will not ask me in the comment section, can I use sodium sulfate? I'm making use of sodium chloride. Please, sodium chloride, please. So you just add it. I measured around 10 grams, and then I started adding it in aliquot quantities so that I will see how it improves. And you can actually see it very in your eyes that the texture is actually improving. Remember that there is something called salt curve. When you're adding salt into a liquid detergent and you get to the necessary viscosity you want, if you actually exceed because you want it to be very thick and thicker, you may actually lose it and it will now become watery. That's why you see some people saying, I added salt and it's watery instead of becoming thick. It's just because you exceeded it. It's always good to just add things in small quantities, gradually build your texture, and once you have achieved your viscosity and thickness, then you stop so that you don't overshoot. Because if you overshoot, the whole solution, the whole batch you produce will turn into a water, it will just be watery. And you start crying and you start calling me on WhatsApp, Bam Glam, how will I rectify this? Anyway, if you find yourself in that shoes, adding extra Texapon gels and making some other portions, removing salt from the formula, mix the two batches together, it will be better than just leaving it like that and wasting your money. Meanwhile, I think I'm okay, so I'll go ahead and color. After coloring, I'll set it aside for a few hours so that all the foam will float on the surface and burst, and I will have my pure standard luxurious shampoo. So let's watch and see how it ends. Meanwhile, set aside your sterile jars by the side you use and pour it in. Wash them properly. Make sure they are very neat and sanitized. Check the inside and make sure that there is no insect inside your containers you are using to pour your products. People actually check these things. Wash your things and make them very sterile, please. This is our outcome after a few hours. So classy, so luxurious. Just after a few hours of setting it aside so that all the bubbles can float. Isn't this beautiful? Please give me a like, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the save button, and share this to somebody that you think that needs it. The texture is texturing. The viscosity is very viscous. It is glossy, it's shiny, it's transparent, and it is, on top of that, it is very potent. Try making this and giving to your customers. Try it out with your sister and siblings and give it to somebody around you to make use of it and tell you how the outcome is. You can also adjust the formula to suit you, but at least you have something to work with from my channel. Are you not loving my channel? Please subscribe to my channel and you will learn more from here.